Could AI help to build a more affordable future? We keep hearing about the housing crisis, and part of it is construction costs. They're through the roof, if you'll pardon the pun, and housing is now more unaffordable than ever. AI can help reduce the cost of delivering a project by taking over the role of various design consultants, such as architects and engineers, through animated processing of authority approvals and the further automation of many construction activities, including those with robotics. The 3D printing of houses has already commenced, as has the advent of bricklaying machines. Robotics will replace many manual labour activities, and the quality of construction will improve dramatically. Building and property development expert Steve Chandler joins me now. Steve, welcome to The Brekkie Show.
Thanks very much.
Steve, tell me, how can AI bring down the cost of housing construction?
By getting rid of people.
Really? That quick? That easily?
Yeah, look, it's a horrible thing to say, but unfortunately, the construction industry over the last 25 years has gone backwards in productivity. And from that perspective, we have to look at it and go, well, housing is unaffordable, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. And sure, we've got some ups and downs in the price of property, governed by things like the government's taxes. But when you look at the fundamentals of the construction industry, we are becoming less and less productive. And the only way to fix that is to bring in some form of automation. Now, automation is robotics, and robotics has been used in the car manufacturing industry for forever,
decades. Yeah.
And AI is just the intelligent part of the robotics, if that makes sense. So, what we're saying, or what I'm saying, is if you want to save money in construction and improve productivity, contemplate currently we're using AI to do compliance checks for development applications.
Makes sense.
There's various authorities. It's particularly sort of taken off in Canada and the US, and it's starting to be used in Australia. But we complain about it takes too long for the councils to approve a DA. Well, now, using this automated AI compliance check, you submit a set of drawings, the AI checks it and says you're too close to the boundary here, or you're too high, whatever the non-compliance might be, and it will tell the council officer these are the problems with that submission, and it means that's done quickly. And the beauty of AI is it works 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So, just getting an authority approval is one thing. Bricklaying is, a very hard physical thing. There are bricklaying machines that can, lay the bricks for us. At the moment, there's a component of manual associated with that, materials handling for the mortar and the bricks to get it to the machine, but the machine can punch it away.
Does it do a good job?
When that becomes... Look, it gets it straight and level, better than a person can, So it's just a matter of time until that converts to robots, like human form looking robots that can lay bricks. So, and they'll run 24/7. All they'll have to do is go and get a recharge, the battery's recharged, and off they go. So, that will improve productivity no end, and obviously the quality that goes with it.
Hey, Steve, I've seen 3D printing of houses on television, and I just wonder how far along that is.
Oh, it's really coming ahead in leaps and bounds. There's a company in Europe that's just, how you've got the big tower cranes on the big buildings? Well, There's now a tower crane printer that can print multi-story buildings in Europe. So that's a massive advancement. Wow. Obviously, there's structural issues and all that sort of stuff, and I'm fascinated by that. But even just looking at a two-story house, the printing of a two-story house, that to me is just phenomenal. It's great, and you build a house or the structure of a house in sort of 3 days.
Yeah.
That's much better than how long it takes to, do a brick veneer and, sort of thing. It just, productivity. So
Yep.
I'm looking at AI and going, please, please, please bring this stuff in faster. Our construction costs in Australia compared to the US, again, we're about 40% more expensive. Developers aren't developing at the moment because they can't turn a profit. We're in a capitalist society. They can't turn a profit. So there's less housing being delivered. We're not meeting the housing accord. These type of things, the printing, the AI coming in, checking DAs, the robots to lay bricks or do house framing, those type of things, I think they're really essential if we're ever going to bring our building costs down.
The building industry is known for having fairly strong unions. Do you think this might be a bit of a road bump on the way to AI-controlled
Yeah.
building sites?
Absolutely, absolutely, and that's okay. Look, I'm old enough to remember when computers came in, and we were all worried everyone was going to lose their jobs. The reality was the jobs just changed from hard entry of accounting and numbers into a computer world. There was a whole world of new jobs that were created. And now, if you think about it, we've got a lot less tradesmen coming into our industry, and that means that the older tradies are finishing and leaving the industry, retiring. So we've got less and less tradies. We've got to replace them somehow. So there's going to be a natural progression out of working in the building industry. So the unions will fight it. They'll want to maintain, employment. And, that's great. Fully support that, but not on the basis that we can't afford a house because of it.
Steve, some very interesting thoughts there. Thank you very much for your time today. I've enjoyed hearing all about that.
Thanks for having me.